Hello everyone and welcome to the Power 9 Podcast, the number one MTG podcast from Singapore. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the blood artist Edwin Tan.
Good morning, Mick.
Today we are not in my house, which is where we usually record. Otherwise I'll start off the show.
We are in a better place.
Yeah, we are in a...
Yeah, bright.
We have died and gone to a better place called Grey Ogre Games. And with us today, special guest, the Grey Ogre himself, Mark Tan.
I'm not the Grey Ogre. Hello.
I don't look that bad.
Stuck with you.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
You're wearing a
Shameless
BB.
advertising.
You're wearing a BB-8 t-shirt today. Very cute.
Thanks.
Supposed to
fan.
be. Yeah. Round. So yeah. We've
up,
had our
Mark?
breakfast.
I'm good. Just had breakfast.
It's a hot day outside, man.
Yeah,
It's been a hot few days recently.
for
A
the
hot
past
few
week,
weeks.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's Singapore, so
No, but the wind has gone.
there is no wind.
It's humid.
Yeah.
It rained and then stopped and
Yeah, and
Especially after the rains.
And it's horrible
man.
because it's like a 5-minute walk away from like the MRT station here.
just that 5 minute like
oh, the heat
you know
wave.
that mission in Mass Effect. I don't know. Do you guys play Mass Effect?
I don't. I just
No.
know the crappy ending. That's
So
all.
there's a mission in Mass Effect 3 where you have to run from cover to you're on Mars and you have to run from cover to cover. If you stay out too
Too
long,
long.
like your heat shield will like dissipate and then you'll take damage. So it's very Singapore based. Like run from shop to shop with aircon.
Yeah. Hope it's going to be like 2 minutes. You know Victor? Like
Oh, yeah,
he was traveling around CBD because Grab Taxi had that like 10 free car ride. So he just went to shop using Grab Taxi around town buying cards. That was so funny. It was like 5 p.m. and then he came and said, oh, I just took a Uber, like Grab Taxi here. Then he was like,
So
yeah,
you got what,
it's
10 free
Free
rides?
10 free rides. So
What
you say, I'm
the-
going to Summoners. I'm going to take a cab there. It's free.
Summoners is like a 15-minute walk away from here.
Yeah, take a cab. It's free. 10 free rides.
Okay, so
Not
Yeah.
sponsored by Grab Taxi.
go download the app. So yeah, you're listening to the Power 9 podcast every week. Myself and Edwin, we talk about issues that really matter in your life about this little game called
Like
Magic
hot
the
weather
Gathering.
and
Yes.
Yeah.
Grab
Like
taxis.
Grab taxis, yeah. And
Life,
breakfast.
basically.
Iced coffees.
Everything except
lattes.
Magic the Gathering.
So you can find us every week on power9podcast.com. That's our website. You can also find us on mtgcast.com, on iTunes and Stitcher. Stitcher going strong. Those 5 listeners, please reach out to us.
Still 5?
Yeah, still 5.
Okay.
We've got a special present for you. You can also find us on YouTube. We've got a lot of content. We've got content there. We have a lot lined up for you. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Power9Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Power9Podcast. We got a lot of things going on. And you can find us on Twitter at Power9Podcast.
The 9 is a number 9.
Yes, and without further ado, let's start off with our weekly segment, My Week in Magic. Oh, we left the pause there to put in the
You suck.
put in the
The music,
yeah,
the BGM.
the BGM. So yeah, what have you been up to this week?
I have not been. Did I play? No.
Again, every
I
week,
came
you know?
to the card shop, but I
Oh, you
didn't
came
play.
in twice and buy some boosters.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
understand why we have
drop
this.
by.
We had this segment because
We're supposed to do
because
something.
We're supposed to do something every
magic
week, like force
related, yeah.
ourselves to do something every week. But we're here. That's the thing. Like, we're here in.
Yeah,
Real
I was here in the
Games.
shop.
You played Street Fighter.
I played Street Fighter.
Yes, everything about magic, but
Except
not about
magic.
magic.
More
yeah.
vintage was going on. He was playing Street Fighter.
Bish, 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 bish.
So vintage, maybe
Did you
not.
test out Street Fighter 5?
Yeah. It's first time playing it.
Yeah. How was
Weird
it?
game.
It's different.
They started sexualizing all the characters. I
Yeah.
didn't like that.
Boobs. Underboobs.
Hasn't it
Yeah,
always
that's
been like that since like 4?
No, that was
That was the other franchises.
Yeah, that was
Street Fighter was like, you know,
specifically
that's what
King of Fighters like Mai with the
No, Dead or Alive.
anti-gravity beams.
Okay.
And Dead or Alive with the really anti-gravity beams.
And they started wearing like They
Big-
started playing beach ball.
bikinis.
It was
Yeah.
banned in somewhere, right?
It's
Is it?
probably banned in a lot
I
of
know, it was
places.
banned. I remember America tried to ban it or something.
Not
Or like they were
Already.
all wearing like office attire, and
Yeah.
long pants, and playing beach volleyball, which is very strange.
Magic will go there soon.
I hope. Not.
Oh man, no. We've already got transgender.
We have?
this thing
Ever
characters.
seen with the bikini?
Alicia, yeah.
Alicia is a.
Oh, yeah.
Alicia is
Alicia's
a transgender. Yeah, ever Sigada, like all the angels,
All the
Sigada,
angels,
Bruna,
like,
and
yeah.
this thing like in bikinis.
Remember
and
that
on the road.
there was this very old issue of Scry, I think, with the angel in the front with the bikini, the blonde angel. It's a very, very popular cover.
I don't know,
And
man.
if you let me search it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of female and male characters. I have yet to see like one of those like hulked up.
Yeah, but the thing is that about Magic Place, they're so
Universe.
sensitive. Have you been to like, have you seen like Triumph of Ferocity?
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
seen the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
drama about
oh,
it being
man,
a...
that was hilarious.
Come on, it's just a card.
It's just card art, man. We had a direction. I painted it. Why you gotta? Why you
what card
gotta
was
be
that?
like that, man?
You could search Triumph of Ferocity.
No, it's like Garuk strangling Liliana.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
okay,
say like
okay,
it's a
okay.
rape scene
Yeah.
or something. But that's the other one. There's a Triumph of the black one.
Then yeah, the green one is the Garuk
Oh, that's
strangling
the,
Liliana, and then after that the
Yeah.
green one, the black one where like Liliana's like got that
Yeah, so the Liliana one is like fine, but this one apparently is like too
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 graphic.
much for
too
Magic
graphic. Yeah,
players.
so they had to change the art for like the later edition. They had to change the art for a later edition.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm like, every time I read this on like Reddit or like someone tell me, hey, you know this thing, I'm like, oh,
It's
come
like
on.
yeah, I know, whatever,
So
man.
yeah, you know, yeah.
There's a lot more disturbing art on
For Magic cards.
yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Like people with their eyes, their eyelids and their mouths like
Yeah.
sewn shut.
Like, plagiarism,
sensory-
I think plagiarism was the scariest art I've seen.
Oh man, yeah.
Like,
No, even at nauseum.
Gitaxian Probe.
pulling teeth.
No, not Gitaxian Probe. What's the other one?
Which
The
one?
one that mills two cards and you draw a card.
Thought Scour.
Thought Scour, yeah?
Yeah.
I actually never really take a good look at it.
No, it's a drill.
It's drill tool.
Oh.
It's like
And
a
the
cranial
guy
thing.
say- yeah, it's like
I mean, for me as a Magic player, sometimes I just don't appreciate the art. Like, you don't play a card, you just remember the colors and know, oh, this is Duress.
Yeah.
hey, speaking of
If you
which,
take a closer look at all the art, they're actually really intricate details. They're really, really, really nice.
Some of the details you don't see on the card itself. You need
Yeah.
to go online,
Yeah, I
search
need-
for the picture, and then you
Yeah.
can see the smaller details.
and
Like-
some of it, like even the artist, like it's really hidden in the card. Like
Yeah.
Ajani Goldman,
Uh-huh.
there's this thing that looks like a squiggle in the art. That's actually a squirrel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And Ondu Great Horn, like that artist, I forget what's his name, but that artist has, tries to sneak in squirrels whenever he can. So Ondu Great
Oh,
Horn, there's a
okay.
little there's like a leaf-looking thing on the ground,
But it's a
It's a
but
squirrel.
it's a squirrel. So yeah, it's a little hard to, make out the card, you know. So yeah, what did you? You run the
Yeah, I
store,
run the
right?
store,
So
so-
how was this? How was the week in
It
the
was
store?
interesting. A lot of SOI packs were being open.
Oh, man.
I sold a lot of decoration stones. Sold a lot of white cards.
Specifically white, right?
Yeah, white cards. A lot of white cards. I'm not sure. Everybody's just prepping for the Pro Tour where, everything will just go up in price or go down in price. Everyone's speculating on something.
Oh man. So what's your favorite spec?
My favorite spec, Kid Rock Monster. No, I'm kidding. Like, it's-
Oh, that's a new one. The Kid Rock Monster. We have to change the face of the
frog.
The frog to like Kid Rock's face with
Yeah, to me, it's an interesting card. I'm not sure whether it'll be ever good, but I just
It's
like
5
the card.
mana for 6/6.
Yeah,
like,
that's
that's
a removal.
I think it's a good
yeah.
card.
It's a piece of removal. It's,
Yeah, I think it's a good
it
card.
trades up. Problem with it is that you can only have one, which is
Yeah.
a little.
Oh, yeah, it's a legendary creature.
Yeah, it's a legendary creature, but you get rid of one, you just get another one.
I mean, for speculation wise, I think everyone has their own ideas. Like Archangel of Tithe, Keatians, Pyromancer Goggles.
Those are already up, right?
Yeah, but just don't buy the rares or just buy the mythics. Because, that's where, the price spike really happens. A rare, you just go up by $2-3 and then it just drop back down again.
That's true.
So, yeah, I'll go for the mythics.
Too late. You didn't get your Eversince.
Pro tip: go for the mythics.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go for the rares. Yeah, but rares are still important.
Giraffe's masterpiece.
Yeah, get those.
Playing that deck is pretty fun.
How you do with that deck?
It's okay. It's get clunky draws. I cut the thing in the eyes for like that 1 mana discard.
The neonate, right?
the
Yeah,
neonate.
high five.
It was much better. I felt that you can turn 2 get
Yeah,
like
turn
9
2
power.
you can get.
9 power on board,
No, that's the thing. Like turn 2 you can probably swing in with the neonate, get in 1 damage,
and then bring 9 power.
and then bring 9 power on the board and like swing for for another 9 on turn 3. Oh man, so good that deck. Yeah, I built a copy of that deck as well. Sorry, Mark, I'm a copycat.
It's okay. I got that deck from somewhere else anyway. What else was selling well? I'm just thinking.
Singles, cards.
Singles, shock lens. People are buying shock lens. Yeah, people are buying shock lens. I maybe it's just like a phase where people's like modern. I should just buy some shock lens.
Actually, next season is the modern season. So
it's going to be two WMCQs that will be modern instead of 1. So it's going to be it's going to matter a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of WMCQs, you guys are running one, right?
Yeah, we're running one. Really excited to
trying to segue into that, right?
Yeah. Shameless advertising.
Yeah.
And World Breakers. I sold our World Breakers.
World Breakers?
Yeah, I sold our World Breakers.
Buying World Breakers. I don't have any more to sell.
Since when did you have any?
World Breakers. A lot of RAM cards are going.
Cryptolytic, right?
Yeah, right.
Go get those. So yeah, for myself, I mean, I came down. I've been in the shop a lot this week.
Like 3 times.
We were streaming on Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, we are helping out with Grey Ogre Games to do streaming of the SCG nights, which happens on
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. No, except Thursday.
Yeah, except Monday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but we're only streaming the standard one for now. So Tuesday nights, Singapore time, 8 p.m., which is GMT
7, 8, 9, one of them.
Do your own conversion.
Whatever. 8 p.m. Singapore time, Kuala Lumpur. I got to play modern. The first time I got 0-3 with my blue-white deck. Time to change it out.
Dismantle the deck.
Yeah, everybody. No, I played against
so that
Steven.
deck is only good against Eldrazi?
Yeah, the deck is only good in that meta with Eldrazi. So I'm just gonna swap it out with like some a lot faster deck.
Yeah.
What was I? We were drafting yesterday. And I had a fantastic hand against Solomon in the last game where I dropped like turn 3 uninvited guys. He followed up the play with a turn 3 Graph Digger Mole or something like that. The one that gains you life. So he said, I can block, your Skulk is useless. Next time I drop a Griffin's Boon and Invocation of Saint Traft on the 2/2. Yeah, I was over in 3 turns. I can block this thing. And hopefully today we can get draft in the afternoon.
Yeah,
right after the show.
It's happening.
Yes. People, please come for the draft. By the time you listen to this, it'll be too late.
You can still come for the draft.
You can still come for draft at Grey Ogre Games. Sort of uneventful week, but it was fun. Get to play a lot of Magic. Okay, so let's move on to some news. And there's only one piece of news this week. There's this documentary that's coming out on Netflix and YouTube called Enter the Battlefield, live on the Magic the Gathering Pro Tour. So it's basically a behind the scenes documentary about
Pro Tour players.
Yeah, Pro Tour players. It was created by Nathan Holt and Sean Kornhauser.
Those guys.
They're Magic. They're WOTC. They're WOTC employees. I think produced by Mike Rosenberg.
Magic guy.
Yeah, he's
a Magic guy.
Yeah, these are all WOTC guys. It will be on. It's been in the making since 2013 apparently, and will be releasing on April 26th on Netflix and YouTube. So
that's end of the month.
Yeah, it's a 12-hour series. So that's 12 episodes. It's just, yeah. So if you have an idea of if you want an idea of what it's like to live the Pro Tour, if you're aspiring a future pro like Alfian Poon, or Pro Tour washout like Andrew Chua, please refer to last week's episode.
Oh, he gave up after not winning the PDQ.
No, he went 0-3 the PPTQ. Went 0-3 with it was a quite good deck, but I was there. Like the first game, I was sitting right next to him, and he just washed out because he just kept drawing lands and lands and lands. Like flooded a few games, flooded the 2 games, and I felt like really bad. Like that's the first round, and that happens. And apparently the other rounds also, just shit happens.
Maybe it's deck building. Like Saito told me when we were like playtesting for the Pro Tour, he said that every time you get a lot of lands at one point in time, he said that your sleeves might be sticking to each other. So what you should do is just change your sleeves, and it will actually work. That's his theory. Like he said, because when you shuffle, some sleeves are too sticky to stick to each other, so maybe you get land flood.
Okay.
Or he said you can switch the arrangement of your sleeves. Like you take out your whole deck and then you
put it back in again. That's cute.
Yeah,
That's cute.
so I mean that's tip.
That's a theory. That's a
theory. And
yeah.
he did it once. Like we were playtesting, he was playing this black red vampire deck that he was testing. Then he was, oh my god, I drew like 8-9 lands in a row, and then he did that, right? And then I just got smashed. Like, it was like 2 lands, and then he never 3 lands, and never draw the 4th land.
No, but what sleeves were you using?
I was using the Haruya sleeves.
The Haruya sleeves.
I think the smooth surface sleeves
are the problem.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. Like, buy the matte sleeves, or if not, just reshuffle.
Dragon Shield matte, man. Dragon Shield matte. Yeah. Those are the sleeves.
I like the hyper mattes.
The hyper mattes as well. Yeah. We are not sponsored by
Dragon Shield or Saito or Haruya.
God damn it. People, come on, sponsor the chef show. So yeah, we talk about your shop so much. So yeah, if you are interested in what happens behind the scenes in Pro Tour, and a lot of things happen behind the scenes at Pro Tour, I think Gatewatch, off of the Gatewatch Pro Tour, they brought you to the production desk, which is to me very interesting, being like the producer for this show, like having to see what goes into the production. Man, it's a crazy setup, man. There's like 10, 12 people there just to do the production, to make sure that the live broadcast is uninterrupted. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into this game. That's it for the news of the week. Let's do the topic of the week.
Modern.
Modern.
Yes.
Modern is a problem.
Modern, full stop.
So the topic for the week is the problem about modern.
The problem with modern.
Problem with modern.
The problem
about
is
modern.
modern.
The problem.
The problem is modern. God damn. And this actually came up because one of the nights you had during the Eldrazi winter, you had you made a, I won't say it's a passing comment, but you kind of just stood there and said like, hey Mick, have you ever noticed, like me and Victor were there, have you guys ever noticed that there's this like dull look in players' eyes?
I think it was like a 12 or 14 player event, and everybody just looks like, they're just here for the sake of here.
Soulless drones.
Yeah, they're not playing, they're not having fun.
Yeah,
right?
so they're not having fun. I'm not sure whether is it because they're forced into playing tier 3 decks because, they're scared of buying a tier 1 deck and gets banned. Or it's just because the format is... It's just bad. I mean, Eldrazi Winter or something. Everybody's... Okay, in the store nobody played Eldrazi, but everyone's just scared of it.
That's the thing. Here's the... Yeah, so you mentioned that it's like Eldrazi. Okay, so let's rewind. For those of you who have no clue what we're talking about, it's this like look in modern players' faces where they just got this like dead look in their eyes that people just sit down and they go through the motions. That's it. You take your deck, you shuffle it up, you draw 7 cards, maybe you mulligan once or twice, and then you play. And you play the game, and the game's over. You pack up your, your cards, shake the guy's hand, and you just walk off.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just going through the motions because and it doesn't look like in your words, like they're not having fun,
Yeah,
right?
because Tuesday and Wednesday is back to back. We have SCG game nights. Tuesday is standard, Wednesday is modern. Tuesday is like loud. People are laughing. People are
Yeah,
like
this-
laughing.
I've been there.
Yeah, they're all having fun. They're discussing. Oh no, you know what I did today? I did this. Oh, I should try this car. They discuss about it. But modern is just very quiet. They just sit down there. They play a game. So they make a joke, but usually it's not about a game.
Yeah.
Then they'll make a joke and then they'll be like, oh, okay. Then they like zombies. They'll walk somewhere else. You sit down. They'll like talk about anything else but modern.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel was scary. That they are talking about everything else but modern.
Except the thing that they're playing.
There's like, yesterday I played standard, like that kind of thing. Like they do talk about modern once in a while, but it's just not like they
It's
won't
not
say
the
like
type of like you sit down and like you analyze the plays and you.
It feels like modern is either too competitive, where there's no like casual players around. The casual players are just there, and then the competitive player they just want to just play, grind out the games. I don't know. It's just quite depressing when I see that.
I think
So,
maybe
yeah.
a large part goes to like they spend a lot on the decks.
Yeah.
Modern decks are not cheap.
Yeah,
So
they're
I
not cheap.
So they don't. I don't know. Like they maybe for people they spend money on the deck and they expect to win
Yeah.
the games.
Maybe it's a competitive.
And like modern seems to be like built up to be a very very competitive format.
Yeah.
More so than standard.
That's the thing, like it kind of attracts that format kind of attracts the spikes because you
does.
spend a lot of money. The average modern deck costs what 2,000 like
No, like you can
1,000
build decks for like 600 US.
yeah, but those are like,
Like-
the burn. No, even the burn decks
The
are
burn is 1,000.
expensive.
Yeah, I think it's
burn decks like go up to 1,000.
They are
bucks.
budget. They are budget modern.
Yeah,
decks,
you
but-
could go like probably like mono green, or
Yeah, like my friend Jasper, he plays that mono green deck,
Uh-huh.
and it's like when you come here, you like he likes that deck.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, he has like an affinity deck and that very budget mono green. He
Like,
likes
he
the mono
likes
green,
the
but
mono green.
when you play modern, it just doesn't work because you get trampled over very very
It's
easily.
very linear.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
linear. It's
So like everything that they used to hate, like the red deck,
Any other aggro deck.
a creature, they just going to
It works,
use it
yeah.
against you, and it'll probably work.
And then so he bought the affinity deck to play, and then he was telling me he didn't enjoy that as much as the mono green, and then he's saying like it looks like he has no skill in piloting that deck, and then he won the first game that he came here to play with affinity. It felt to him like like the more expensive your deck is, the higher chance you get to win. Yeah,
Okay. I mean that is the main idea lah. But
That's the main idea.
Yeah, the main idea for modern is that if you are willing to spend money, you can get a tier 1 deck, and you're definitely going to do better, well. About having fun, it's about having fun. I'm not sure that it's
fun
you
is
can't
subjective.
quantify.
Maybe,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
yeah.
It's subjective whether if you like to win, you're going to
Winning is fun. Winning is fun.
Like for me, I just like to brew out like weird decks. Like that's why I
man.
love playing standard, because you can brew out decks that you just want to play a certain card that is thematic. Like you want to play zombies. You want to like you think that this card is really really good. You just build a deck around it. It's much easier. It's much cheaper. It's much cheaper to have that amount of fun.
Well, right now it's a lot cheaper. Previously, maybe not so much because of the fetch lands and the fetch lands and the Jaces. No, Jace
Jaces are still around.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jace.
Yeah,
get
but the thing
out
about the
of-
fetch land is that at one point in time it was at $10.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
when people
That
pick it
was
up, then like that's why pick up your standard cards when it's cheap.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
So yeah,
I mean so you spend a lot of. So what we're trying to say is like maybe you spend a lot of cash on your deck, and you kind of expect it to do well. Like even like a budget mono green deck, I don't know how much.
No,
I don't.
It's very,
I
very
think I
cheap.
recently
Like-
sold one about like $200. A
Okay,
budget
so
mono green
like
deck.
$200. Like even then, like that's $200 you put in,
Yeah.
and after a while, like maybe you get bored or stuff like that. The other concern was that you spend so much money on one thing, like you're going to milk it, or you
For
at
what it's
least
worth,
want to
yeah.
milk it for what it's worth. And do you have that much resources to form multiple decks? That's another question.
Yeah.
Like, do you have? I know Victor has like a bajillion decks with
Yeah.
him, but
No.
it's because he's got all the cards.
It's not about because of all the cards. So if you notice that in modern, right, if a deck is cheap, the price will just stabilize at 1,000. Like Ad Nauseam at one point in time was like $200-$300. It's a very cheap deck, and people like start buying. Okay, this is a cheap deck. I'm just gonna buy it, And then
then
people
you
start
start
buying, then the supply and demand, kicks in, and then usually it just stabilizes at $600. So anytime you see a deck that's below $300, just buy it. Like, out with like a decent deck.
outright just buy the deck, right?
Yeah, just buy that because that's what Victor does, and I think that was like something a bit. It's pretty smart,
It's smart lah,
I
yeah.
think that was what happened with the Eldrazi as well. The lens.
Oh yeah.
So, well, when I was looking at it and I saw the deck online, I bought the lens from the shop. So that time when I was buying it, the lens was like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
$6 for the rare lens and like $2 or like $1 for the uncommon. Then after when it got really popular, what $20-something for the rare, or no, for all
like
the temple,
$50
yeah, and then $50 for the Eye of Ugin. So
Same thing with like Living End. Like Living End has the same theory. Like okay, what they use is Living End and Black Cliff Cleaves is probably important and some more fetches. At the starting point, I think it was also still like $400. Now it's about 700-800 Sing lah. I'm talking about Sing dollars.
Man, that's
Lantern Control as well.
Oh yeah,
Wilfred-
man. Lantern Control was very cheap.
The Black Cleaves went out a lot.
Because of that, I have a friend Wilfred who plays like this kind of weird decks as well. Same a bit like.
Oh
Victor.
yeah.
So he took this as a budget deck. He's like, I'm going to build Lantern Control like a year ago or something. So I'm going to build this budget deck called Lantern Control,
and now it's worth like $1 bajillion.
Yeah, then after that was like $100+, like $1,000+.
$1,000, yeah. So
he bought bridges at $20 or something like. Or like
even
15,
then, right?
Yeah, even then I was like, oh my god, why is so stupid?
Why are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
No one plays that in Modern.
No, but yeah. Man, I want to get Wilfred on the show one of these days. Like, he's the craziest deck builder I have ever met.
Yeah, he's on the MTG Min card writing team. Yeah.
So, he writes for MTG Min card.
You
write for.
I wrote one article. I don't have time to write the second one, even though I really want to. Just don't have time.
Man, we sold out on all our emphasis. Buy mythics. Mythics are the key, people. Yeah, that's your next. That's your next article.
You just wrote my next article for me. I just always believe that mythics will always be.
Mythics will always
have some value.
Things even like. Somebody was asking, we're going to sidetrack for a while. Somebody was asking me the other day about Gate Rock Monster and whether you should get like a foil or like get this thing, get a playset for it. And I compare it to, what's his name? Vorinclex. Vorinclex used to be like $2, $3 mythic.
I was the one who asked you that.
Oh, you were asking me that? Yeah. So like, just get it, man. Like Vorinclex is like now $20 because mythic.
If you're trying to catch lightning in a bottle, you could wait until it's $2-3 and then buy it. And then exactly. But if you just want to play, $4, $5 more. Yeah, Get Rock Monster, man.
For the win.
Get Wrecked Monster.
Well, for Vorinclex, it was because of Commander.
Yeah,
Commander push.
It's because supply.
But Get Rock's 2 colors. And you know that one case only has one mythic foil. So
it at least has a mythic foil.
One case has
one.
Okay.
Wow.
So you just think about like, okay, there's for every how many mythics are there in a case? Now for this set, I think it's like 5 a box. 6 a box, I think, because 5 a box, 5 times 6, 30. For every 30 mythic, there's 1 foil. So it's actually really rare.
Okay, that's true.
So actually, pick up a mythic foils as well. I mean, for commander stuff, it's going to be expensive.
All right, end the side. Back to the problem that it is Modern. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely Modern just attracts that type of players and sit down who just like want to win. But
are legacy players like that?
Yeah,
legacy players. No, I don't think so. I don't think they're like that because it's like totally different format. Legacy, you are willing. You when you play Legacy, you're willing to spend that kind of money. Right? There's no such thing as a budget option anymore.
True.
It's just that
there's
amount.
Cash. There's cash on the table. Like my deck is like like
at least $2,000 or $3,000. So there is no like, I can have a budget version. So if they want to play Legacy, it's just them. And they usually the Eternal players are usually just a different genre from everybody else. Like,
they're older.
They're not only older.
They like
they just appreciate this like old format. So it's a bit different. They like to play with their brainstorms. They like to play. They like to play like guessing like what you might have and how I can counter to react. The whole I forget Steve
metagame. This whole like samurai.
Like this on turn 1 how many plays you have, on turn 2 how many plays you have. If you have this in your hand, how many. It's like it's a whole I read that article, so oh my god, this guy is really like, so,
No, this is the tree diagram.
The tree diagram, so it's like, turn one, if you have a demonic tutor, this is your place that you can have. I don't know if I could find the article again, I'll link it to you guys. But
Okay.
yeah, it was amazing to see like how this,
What legacy players are thinking, right?
yeah, but Legacy is actually a very fun format, and not only that it's fun, it's because you don't have restriction. You don't have one day it's like, oh,
Suddenly something gets banned.
yeah, my deck is now banned.
Yeah.
Or-
Speaking of which leads us to this article written by Saffron Olive. Brilliant article called The Modern Dilemma. Go look for it on MTG Goldfish. Talking about rotation, right? Like it never
Yeah.
Legacy Vintage, nothing
No.
gets banned or nothing
Once
gets,
in a while.
once in a while, yeah. Okay, so the latest one was what's that?
Golem.
Lodestone Golem, which makes sense.
Yeah,
It
because
got
it's
restricted,
dominating.
right?
It
It
got
restricted because it
restricted.
was dominating
Dominating.
like the meta game.
Yeah, because turn 1, turn 2, turn 1 you can drop at least one Lodestone Golem. Like
Yeah.
in Vintage, turn 1 you can definitely drop one Lodestone Golem, and then
There goes
ban.
your Moxes.
Yeah,
It's just it locks you out of the game.
No,
I mean, I
Moxes
don't play
are
a lot
fine,
of
yeah.
Vintage. I play Mantis Rider in Vintage.
yeah. you play a modern deck in Vintage. What the hell?
Yeah, so I play
You play a modern deck with Power 9. That's it.
Power 9 and Talias. Talias is not bad.
No,
yeah,
Talias is
it's
modern,
a modern deck.
yeah, it's a modern deck with-
and mental missteps. Maybe that's the only thing that is different.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I'm not really good at Vintage. I don't really know. I just played it for like the last 2-3 weeks, and I just realized when I first went again, I was like, how do you beat this deck? Like, I just see like 4 Lodestone Golem. I was like, so if he casts it on turn, I can't cast anything. Then, yeah. So I think-
That's why.
yeah, so that's why that restriction makes sense. In the other hand, like to me, I felt that Splinter Twin didn't make sense.
Yeah, okay.
It's a weird
Yeah,
move.
So, bannings, So,
It was a good deck, but I felt that you have enough
hate. You have enough hate.
yeah.
You have enough ways to deal with it.
And if you are not good at it and not good at Splinter deck, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, you need to be good at the deck to, So I don't feel I felt that it was unnecessary.
So modern also has this label on it that it's an eternal format, and
Bullshit.
it's got this non-rotating,
No.
and I'm putting it in the inverted commas here.
Becoming less and less true.
Yeah, every this article outlines the history of the bannings, which have warped the meta game, like basically making whole decks, whole sets of cards, 60 cards, just invalid. Yeah, do we want to talk about that? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so let's start with the first example he gives, like January 2013. This is right at the change where WOTC declared every year we will only have one modern PPTQ.
PDQ.
One modern Pro Tour,
Oh.
and it will be right at the it'll be in January. It'll be at the beginning of the year. So they banned Burning Pot. Well,
I have a story.
the Burning Pot does
One
make
year
sense.
before the ban, I got into modern.
Uh-huh.
This was the first deck that I built. I wanted to play Burning Pot. So at that time, I had some of the pieces from when the cards were in standard, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at that time. I think the most expensive cards were the lands, and then what's that name of the angel?
Resto Angel.
No, the other one. The one from
Archangel of
ROE.
Doom.
ROE, that's
Linvala.
Linvala, yeah,
yeah,
she was like $50-$60. So it's like for the longest time I didn't want to buy because it
60 bucks.
Just justify.
That's a little bit crazy. I mean, I would maybe spend that money for lands, but for like an angel. And was she in the main board? Yeah, she's a one-off in the main
So,
board.
yeah.
And that's
Everything
because of
is
the
one.
mirror.
Yeah, that's
Linvala
because
was
of
just
the-
for the mirror.
So it's like it's crazy. It's like, and then I was slowly building up to that. And then Burning Pot at that time wasn't cheap as well.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
Burning
and then
Pot
when
was
I-
like-
bucks or something.
When I finally built the deck and went to play a couple of moderns, and then they banned Burning Pot.
Yeah, so because during that time I didn't have an open Grey Ogre games yet. I was in the midst of opening it, like I was trading on the floor. I had so many people coming up to me and say, I'm not gonna play modern ever again. When
Yeah,
they
it's
said
like-
then they banned Burning Pot, I said, I'm not gonna play modern. Like, what the hell is this? Like, why,
It's very sad.
What happened,
Yeah.
man? It's okay. Just sit
I had a-
down, talk
I had a
to
guy
me.
that bought, I think, foil Linvalas and foil Burning Pots from me. And then got banned like 2 weeks later. I was like,
It's
oh,
like,
very-
what happened? huh?
I mean, for people who are really like keeping up to date with the news and all, they would maybe know or guess that
Yeah.
certain cards are gonna get banned the next round.
Well, Birthing Pot didn't really stand out to me at that point of time. Like I was following Modern, but I wasn't playing it. But it didn't really stand out to me.
Took up like
A lot of
a
the
huge
metagame,
portion
yeah,
of the
of the
metagame,
top
yeah.
eights.
Yeah.
Okay, they took up a lot of parts of the top eights, but I mean, like there was enough ways for you to deal with it. But the banning did make sense. Like further down the line, the bannings kind of made sense. That okay, you are going to increase the power level of your creatures as you go along the game. So Birthing Pot just only
Becomes
gets
better,
better.
yeah.
So okay, I understand. That's fine.
Yeah.
It was a justified homicide.
It's still
it's-
sad though.
No, it's sad.
It's still
but
sad, yeah.
I think
You know, like people just
it
go out
happens.
and buy their foil Imbalas. Oh my god.
That's okay. I mean, the foil Vala still
They're still worth something.
Still worth something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still worth
The
something.
foil
But I
burning
mean,
pots on the other hand.
yeah,
I
It's
had
still
the
worth
foil.
something in EDH, but you know it's probably not gonna be that.
but
expensive.
not so much worth.
I mean,
Some
for
cards are
Burning
more-
Bot, it makes sense. Like, but you were saying just now, Splinter Twin.
Yeah, okay. So go to February 2014. Well, Splinter Twin was only recently banned, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, in the February
last banning.
2014 was basically when Splinter Twin came up because Birthing Pot was left the scene. So now you got like Splinter Twin. You got no more Kiki Pot. So you play Twin
Actually,
Pot.
I don't really remember why Splinter Twin was good for a point of time. I'm not really sure.
No, but it's just something that replaced it, and it was cheap.
Uh,
Like you were mentioning, like all these decks all turned up because they were budget decks and they kind of did pretty well, and so you
I
start
remember
building
seeing Splinter Twin
more.
in like traders 50-cent box.
Yeah.
They were like freaking crap rares.
They were crab rares for a very long
For a very
time,
long time,
actually.
yeah, it was.
And now it's a crab rare.
The
again.
spike was quite hilarious.
Still
when-
$5. Still worth something.
Well, that's price memory.
Yeah.
So yeah, the twin band didn't make sense. Like I have to say,
I think what they said that made sense that it was dominating a lot of the formats. But it was dominating a lot of formats because the good players know how to play it. Like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Splinter
Like
Twin is the kind of deck that you need to.
You need to be good at
yeah,
it.
you need to be good at it.
Yeah.
Like good at piloting it.
Yeah.
I
basically.
disagree because we have one friend in Porto who like the first time he picked up a twin deck, basically shuffled the deck, and he went end of turn 3. I'm gonna cast this Pestamite, tap whatever lands.
Yeah.
Turn 4, opponent has open mana.
He just
By the
slams
way,
it,
uh.
it's like Splinter Twin. You got the answer. Oh, you do? Okay, scoop. You
If-
don't
if
have the
I-
answer. Oh, I win. Yay!
50-50.
But I mean, like he
Not
has
really.
evolved. Like this is like his first game of Modern, so it's like just balls to the wall again. Just
But what's interesting to me is that why did they ban it? It was maybe it's my I don't remember why did they ban it, but was it the reasoning because it was doing too well?
it was just hard for players.
I don't
Like
think
they
that-
didn't want to have a consistent turn for game
Turn for
ender.
It was not. It did not. It won one Pro Tour, right?
Yes, it won one Pro Tour against Summer Bloom, which was the other card that
Yeah,
was
that's-
also banned during that point of time.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Summer
Twin Beast
Bloom was
yeah.
no, but Summer Bloom is such a janky deck. Like you
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
God Hand. Yeah, that happens once every 20 games. Fine,
Yeah.
that's okay. But I mean, like,
But what I think is that because it's
janky.
frustrating to play against. I hated playing against Summer Bloom because they had
Really?
it and the guy is like not good. He just wins.
He can just win.
I picked up the deck. I picked up a deck where I was playing a GPT. It was 7 rounds. I had to leave after turn 5. I have to leave at round 5 because I had a dinner. I went 4-0 by not know what I was doing. I
with
just think-
Summer Bloom.
So I haven't played it in my life. I picked up a card. Wait, I can lay like 3 lands this turn and cast my Titan.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I guess I'll go do that. Yeah, it's Summer Bloom is, I don't know. It just
Sometimes
feels
a little
it's frustrating to play against. Splinter Twin on the other hand is not. It's actually a lot of like
It's back and forth,
back
and
and
you got
forth.
like little mind games that you have to play,
Yeah.
and you gotta know the other person's hand.
Yeah.
Summer Bloom, yes, okay, so it's a bit explosive, but you do tend to make mistakes if you're not a good Magic player.
Yeah, you can't see the
know,
lines sometimes.
Yeah, you can't see the lines. For yourself, like you do play at a high level of Magic, so it's
I just
easier
play
for
more.
you to or you play more. Like you do see what's in your hand, and you can immediately play it. But that doesn't happen for everyone.
Yeah. So my question is that whether Wizard wants to create a format where there's a lot of back and forth combat, like thinking about end of turn. If they don't want to try and create that kind of format, then Splinter Twin is actually the best candidate for this kind of format.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're trying to suss out whether, hey, do you have that?
Does your opponent have a counter, like a remand for your Splinter Twin or something like that?
And the mirror is extremely fun to play. I mean, I feel that the mirror is extremely fun to play.
It's super boring to watch though.
Yeah,
it's like
boring
draw,
to
go,
watch.
draw, go, draw, go, draw, go, draw, go, draw,
And
go,
then
draw, go.
everything goes.
But I
down
would
the
assume for the players, it's very exciting.
Oh yeah. Inside their heads, they're like these two samurais at the ends of a battlefield, and like it starts to rain. And the minute like the first drop of water hits the ground, and they're off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the WOTC is just rotating. It's forcibly rotating the format. It's making whole decks just disappear. Splinter Twin is now gone.
Yeah, they thought they could
Like-
replace you, Kiki Jiki.
Yeah, no, it's not possible. You can't do that. Turn 5 is.
Do you think they'll ever unban Splinter Twin?
Okay, honestly speaking, looking at the state of things right now, I think Modern is one day going to be a different format. Like, I don't know, it's just one day going to be something different because they're
It's like how Extended became modern.
Yeah, it's like how Extended became modern. It's just going to be something. I'm not sure, but it's just speculation to me. Like, it's just like a nice piece of cake, and then you cut out a piece and you put it back, cut out a piece. It's going to look ugly. So eventually, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to make a new cake. Then I just
No, that's
We have
what
our title for the week, man.
kind of cake and put it
Something
back.
with cakes.
No, they are going to make that new format, the one with the holographic foil
oh
on
yeah.
the bottom. Yeah, that's going to be the new format, like in about 2 years' time.
Is it enough though?
2 years is
It
more than
started
enough. Like it
with
started M15.
M15.
No, it started before that. It started in Cannes. Somewhere in Cannes.
Ah, okay.
It started in Cannes. Yeah,
You mean that little...
that little foil.
So we have
No,
to-
that's M15. M15 started with.
I think
this
most
thing,
likely
so-
they will go back to Ravnica first to get you the shock lens again, and then maybe
And then
you'll start
we'll
it. Yeah, something like that.
No, you got to play with shit lands now.
Man.
I'm not going to fetch lens for Canopy. Maybe Canopy Vista will be okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
the weird like battle.
Because now
lens.
you got the fetch lands, and you got dual lands in the form of Canopy Vista and game.
Maybe. I'll be excited for that. At least there's no banning. Like for me, I keep telling my friends like, if you want me to have fun playing modern game, just unban everything.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
like Wild
Keep
West.
the format
again.
open.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
the format open because people will eventually find a way to beat other decks.
Yeah.
And it will be like
That's-
And it will also force Wizards to make cards to beat certain very dominant decks in the format. I
yeah,
think.
but actually, honestly speaking, the spells for like the modern cards are the creatures for modern is very powerful. So you might have like a turn 2, turn 3 format. So I'm not sure. I just don't like modern right now.
Yeah. So our friend Saffron Olive has suggested
He's
3
not
things.
your friend.
Yeah, okay, he's not my
Yeah.
friend. Please friend me on Facebook, and
Facebook.
Twitter and Instagram. So what's the answer, he asks. So he posts 3 solutions. One is don't play competitive modern. Lovely.
That's what we were talking about.
Just stop playing.
Stop
just,
playing modern.
Yeah, just draft.
Just have fun.
Yeah, instead of
make
modern
things
night, just draft.
Yeah.
Like the other day, we were having the SCG modern night, and like there were more than enough players who were requesting
Yeah.
for draft.
I was
Come on,
like,
draft
oh my God.
draft the SCG game night, man.
And we had like 12 players, and 4 of them was like, hey, can we draft
Hey, can we
instead?
draft instead?
Oh,
we,
no.
we should put like a really.
The state
I
of
saw
modern.
this. I saw the change in the expression of her face. Like, oh man, what is happening? So yeah, don't play competitive modern, but do play it. I mean, like you can go to FNMs and just maybe not even kitchen table. Just go for like local game shops to play modern. Just,
Sadly, but we are forced to play competitive modern because of the WMCQs.
yeah,
the PBDQs,
that's
we're actually
the
forced to play
GPs
competitive
and
modern.
well, I guess you'll have more fun that way, especially like kitchen table magic. Like you find the card that you want to build around. Like I want to do a brain in the jar modern deck, but that's going to take a lot of work, and that's going to be very, very difficult to play at a competitive level. The other one is build the best tier 3 deck you can afford and practice like crazy.
That's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna experiment.
Brain in the jar, tier 4 deck.
I'm
going to bring it up to tier 3.
I'm gonna build a Death Cloud deck and see if that brings me anywhere.
A what?
Death
Death
Cloud.
Cloud.
Death Cloud.
It's a
Like
smallpox.
green Death Cloud.
Smallpox.
Smallpoxy
It's a
Smallpox variant. And last one, if you decide to invest in modern, buy cards and not decks, which is...
It brings us back to your friend who bought
Yeah.
foil pots and Linvalas.
yeah, so that's a weird piece of advice though. Like you buy
Certain cards.
Certain cards
Yeah.
never rotate. Like invest in lands. The only advice I can give people like financially is just buy the lands.
Not
and
buy lands, but don't sell the lands that you open. Basically.
You've
Don't be
learned the
a
hard way.
Stupid fool like me.
You're a fool at
I was a
win.
fool.
I mean, I had, Andrew. I think Andrew Yao, right?
Yeah.
I think there's one time he bought a Splinter Twin deck for me, but it wasn't a full deck. It was just a couple of pieces.
Okay.
And then so he just said, I just want to build my modern collection. And then he gave up. I
I was like, yeah, whatever. I want to build my modern collection so I can play any modern deck whenever I want. Yeah, no, that doesn't work, man.
Rule of thumb is that if any fetches are below $25, just pick
So
them up.
good.
Buy, yeah. Lands, also the shock lands.
I think fetch
like-
lands and shock lands will be around for
long
ever.
time.
Manlands.
Yeah,
Manlands as well.
Manlands as well. If you can find one for cheap, like go get
The
them.
new manlands are very cheap now, so no harm holding on to
Yeah,
them.
just get a set. And
Yeah.
It's like $2-3. It's not,
Yeah.
doesn't cost more than a cup of coffee. Yeah.
It's it's weird because before Celestial Colonnade got very expensive, it was very cheap.
Yeah.
as
$4.
well. Yeah.
$4.
Yeah,
that
you
kind of
could get the
thing, so-
promo. You could even get the promo one, which is very nice.
Yeah,
like,
Keikai Kotaki,
yeah,
the
man.
artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Mana Confluence, or Mana Confluence reminds me of that Celestial Colonnade art. Like everything's all just crumbly and rotating around.
You mean the Expedition Mana Confluence?
Yeah, the Expedition Mana Confluence. So you also get like there's some pieces like Thoughtseize and Spells Guides and Remands, Dismembers. Just buy whatever you think makes sense. Like
Identify format staples, I guess.
Yeah.
Lands, like maybe Path to Exiles.
Yeah, but
paths,
You play what? You play that.
this is a bit weird because it's still going to be really expensive if you want to just buy cards
Yeah.
and not decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
buy
So-
cards without the deck, right?
Yeah, but
And then you have all the cards back, but you don't have a deck.
I'm just missing this key piece, which is like a bajillion more dollars.
like,
to
oh yeah, I
invest
have
in.
a Splinter Twin deck without
Without
Splinter is
Splinter
banned now.
Twin.
No, Splinter is not banned. I have like a blue-red.
Now I have a
Delver.
Merfolk deck, but it doesn't have Aether Vials.
Yeah, so it's a bit weird. This advice is a bit weird to me.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, what he's trying to say is that buy cheap
Buy
cards.
pieces, like
Yeah,
buy
cheap, yeah.
buy pieces that are cheap, and slowly build up to the point where you can start forming decks.
Slowly build up to the point where you can form your deck, and then they ban something else.
and then then you won't be so worried because like you already have all the pieces
Ban list
that you
is-
got for cheap.
Ban list is once a year, right?
Uh,
or it's once every release.
Once every
technically.
release, but
They'll ban before the Pro Tour.
correct.
Or if it's
So
too dominating.
most of the time, the what you call it, the modern ban list comes out in January with the January release, but recently we got the Eldrazi ban in the last set,
the Top Tier Foundry.
and the
Yeah.
Top Tier Foundry unbanning.
No, it's actually Sword of Meat was unbanned, not Top Tier Foundry.
Yeah,
Sort of make and
because Top Tier Foundry is not broken. Sword is
Yeah.
anything with sword in it except for Sword of Vengeance is quite broken.
GTA is banned.
Sword of
modern, right?
Caldra.
Yeah.
Sword of
What?
Sword of
Sword of
Caldra.
Oh, those are broken, man. Those cannot break.
I think that the unbanning of Ancient Vision was very interesting because remember I said the dull phases of the modern players.
Oh yeah.
It's because everybody's playing linear decks. Like everyone, because they want to pick the cheapest and tier 1 deck, they end up with Infinity. End
Yeah.
up with some burn deck. So they're doing the same thing over and over and over again.
And now you're
And
doing
with Ancestral Visions, it makes things more interesting for modern players because then there is like some room for play. That means there will be blue decks. Any blue, there's some room
yes,
for play.
please, man. That hasn't been a good
Yeah.
control deck in a long time.
Yeah, and like blue decks versus a burn deck is very different from burn deck versus affinity. You get
Yeah.
like burn deck affinity is like, you know,
I'm going to raise you,
yeah.
like, the person who starts blocking first, like, is going to lose the game.
Whereas blue deck against burn deck, you need to know when to fire off your burn spells, whether
Yeah.
you should fire end of turn, fire it on his upkeep so he taps up for the turn. You know, there's a lot more play. So that's why I really like the unbanning of the ancestral visions. Like, it makes maybe my players a bit happier. I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
at least
I mean,
it'd be
they-
more fun.
They
playing
can
Modern.
set up on turn 1 and then just wait. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and just not have to worry about, oh, okay, I'm going to counter this, I'm going to do this.
And it's not going to be too over. I don't think it'll be overly
Overly powered,
powerful
right?
lah,
Yeah,
powered
exactly.
lah.
In this, I mean, we did see the banning of a 1 blue mana, draw 3 card spell.
Treasure Cruise.
Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, but Treasure Cruise was
Recently.
too broken because you could cast that and cast more spell on the same turn.
True.
Yeah, whereas this one you had to wait 3 turns and you might die before
This
that.
one is a bad
yeah.
top deck, basically.
This,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a bad top deck. Yeah.
True. Okay,
It's
so
weird that they print cards like Treasure Cruise. I still don't get it.
They probably didn't know that it was going to happen.
no,
So, really?
you know, and then
One
you
mana,
let
draw
it,
3 cards.
and then you let it be rampant in Pauper. And like,
Oh, yeah, it's-
Pauper's not okay. So Pauper is not a thing to you guys. Like, I picked up Pauper in Portugal, and it's like, oh my god, you allow such shit in Pauper? What is wrong with you? What are you thinking? WOTC?
Popper. Yeah, I forgot about Popper. But
I
Joy
hate
Tricks-
when they drop things down to like common slots. Like especially the Scion.
The
Man,
very
I had that
powerful- oh, yeah, the
giant
Scion.
ran on Scion of the
Oh.
Wild. That stupid 3 mana
Poor
spell that is
card,
like,
it was a rare.
it's a rare, and you drop it, at least drop it down to uncommon or something. Don't drop it down to common. Elves already has so much shit to do, has so much weapons, and yet you give it more. What's he?
Do we have a good popper player base in Singapore?
No, I don't
No.
think we have any at all.
Let's start one.
Maybe like Mick and probably. Vic.
Yeah, I'll raise my flag like
One-
Popper, come and play.
I mean, in Singapore, like the most popular format is obviously EDH, followed by
Oh, yeah.
Standard, and then Modern.
Mm.
I think that's all we play lah. We have a very we have a
Draft
very
lah, draft.
actually it's, yeah, draft lah. I mean, draft is always very popular. We're a very diverse crowd, but we don't have the weird format people.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have like
Tiny Leaders didn't take
it
off
kicked
as
off for a
well.
while. Yeah,
Cube is one
Cube
that
is, no, because it's really hard because of our like working culture. It's very hard to get
8 people
8
just to
people
sit down
and
around
play
the table. Yeah.
for a long time. Like draft is the only one you could do because you know it's straightforward.
And people want to crack open
Yeah,
packs.
people
you
want to
know.
open bags.
It's not like you go there with a purpose of, hey, maybe I can
Open packs
open
and
something
then
nice
have
and
fun.
then maybe and have fun playing and maybe win something out of it. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's wrap up our discussion about the problem with Modern. We're obviously not going to solve Modern
Anything.
in one day. Maybe we will. We release this episode and boom, everything
Next
is
week.
A-okay.
A new Modern ban list. Guess what's banned? Modern is banned.
Modern is out. Out.
The problem
of
is
here.
Modern.
You can have your cake and cut it and then put it back.
It's not
And
going to
then
be the
take
same
it
cake. I think that's my theory. You couldn't keep doing shit to it. It's obviously gonna be horrible.
You put in back. You take out a slice of chocolate cake. You put in a durian or you put in a vanilla.
You
ice
just
cream
put back
cake.
the same piece of cake.
Yeah, you
try
don't
to
put
back
in.
the same
No, you don't put in the same piece of cake. You put in styrofoam.
No, it's like if okay, Modern is eternal, right?
Yeah,
So let's say Standard has a lifespan of 6 months every rotation.
Yeah.
And you just compare it to Modern being eternal. Let's say every week I ban a card from Standard and then I unban something else and I ban something under. How will we feel?
That would be very fun though.
Yeah,
Be
it's
like,
like, oh,
what is happening?
This week
I don't know.
Everseen is banned. And then next week, I'm going to ban like a whole bunch of white cards so it's too powerful. And then 3 weeks later I say, I'm going to unban Everseen. Just Everseen because Night of Wild is not banned. It's banned now. You're going to feel like shit. Standard players is going to be like, I mean, yeah.
We should try the experiment or like
I'm
every
going to have
week
no
there's
players for you. Yeah.
No one, everyone stops playing. Next hobby.
That'll be fun to try. Okay, so you've been listening to the Power 9 podcast, right, where we talk about Modern and other things. You can find us every week on power9podcast.com. You can find us on mtgcast.com, iTunes, and Stitcher. And if you're on the iTunes, please do leave us a review. It does help with visibility. You can also find us on YouTube. Lots of YouTube stuff coming up. Lots of YouTube stuff already there.
YouTube.
Subscribe. Yeah, just search there for Power 9 Podcast. I still have no clue how to make it such that youtube.com/Power 9 Podcast. God damn it, YouTube. Just make it easy. Google, you have made everything else except YouTube easy to use. Well, I was like, yeah, we can find us on facebook.com/Power9Podcast. You can find us on Instagram @Power9Podcast.
The 9 is the number 9. No.
No, that's no, but before
that was always the last one.
Yeah, that's always the last one.
I was on autopilot.
Yeah, you can find us on Twitter @Power9Podcast.
No, the 9 is the number 9.
Yeah, that one, the 9 is the number 9. Before we go, we actually have a giveaway, right?
Yep.
Right at the end of the show. I should actually have put this earlier. I'll go and slice in a little portion.
Yeah, well, we printed our own tokens.
Yeah, they are.
Power 9 Podcast tokens.
The cool thing is that they are
Clue tokens.
clue tokens. But they're not just any clue tokens. They are Emra
Clue tokens.
Yeah, because
You want to see how it looks like? Go to our Instagram.
yeah,
Post it up shortly.
we're having a giveaway all the way until well, if you're listening to the podcast on Wednesday, we'll have it until Friday.
Yeah, on Friday.
Friday,
We'll
yeah.
send it to anywhere on Earth.
Yeah, on Earth. Just send us your suggestions for
We'll
more.
post up the details on Instagram.
Well, yeah, you can find it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what else? Yeah, you can find Edwin at Edwin TCW.
Yep.
Got the underscore?
No underscore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally,
No, finally, yes. On Twitter. I don't use Twitter. Find me on
Edwin,
Twitter.
the Chinese woman. TCW. Mark, do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah, it's Macaroni. It's MARKORONEE.
Okay,
I don't know.
That's a good
That's a
one,
good
man.
one, man.
That's a good one. You can find myself at the Asian Judge. Yeah.
Yep.
You can find Grey Ogre
Grey Ogre.
Games. Where?
Facebook.com/Grey Ogre Games. Yeah.
You guys have a website already?
No, not yet. We're still working on it.
Or you can find Grill Games at Club
on-
Street, Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in town, it's a nice place to play. It's right in the heart of town. Well, heart of Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Yeah, you can get away from all the noise
Bustle.
and people and just clubbers, because we're on Club Street. So yeah, thank you for listening to the show. We definitely appreciate your listenership.
Thanks for joining the show, Mark.
Yes. No worries. Having fun anyway.
Yeah, I had to come to work anyway, so I might as well
I had to come to
I might as well
work
just
anyway.
sat down with you guys and just say, you guys brought the equipment over, so whatever, man.
Just
Uh,
sit down and talk. That's about it. I have
yeah.
the easy part.
And just and just to plug a few other things that are coming out every Tuesday night. Remember, we have a Twitch stream. Just look for the Asian Judge, and you'll see. You guys need to go and get a Twitch account.
Yeah, then I can start.
Should be pretty straightforward.
I think we do have one. It's just that it's just so
I
bad
don't
at this
remember
kind of
what I don't remember what the password is.
thing. Yeah, so I was like, is it? Right?
Is it? Oh, you're gonna I have to bleep that out.
Yeah.
Is it? So yeah, tune in to us. Singapore time, 8 p.m. I know it's a very random time to this thing. Usually people put like Greenwich Mean Time or UTC or West Coast time, whatever. Singapore time, 8 p.m. on Tuesday night. So just tune in then. So for myself and Edwin and Mark, we're signing off.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Modern is
Ciao.
a problem.
Modern, bye bye.